welcome it with me, Shintia Sari, or you can call me Miss Shintia. How are you today? I hope all of you are great and ready to study English. Okay, this is our second meeting. In this video, we are talking about necessity and advice. Before that, I would like to ask you, okay, necessity is something which we need to do. It's not by the choice, but this is our necessity. We need to do it. And if we do it or not, we can get the impact of that. Okay. Okay, advice is a suggestion or recommendation that we give for someone as a guide for them, so what they need to do based on our advice. Okay, now let's restart our lesson. For the first, I would like to explain about necessity. In necessity, we have three models that have to, have got to, and must. And this is a model that we know. In model, we always use verb 1. You can see in here verb 1 without any verb, only verb 1 or verb back. Three examples of necessity. For the first example, we can see in here, you have to make an appointment to see the doctor. We have to in here, have to. You have to make an appointment to see the doctor. It means if you want to meet the doctor, you need to make appointments. I think that's everyone know about this because this is our rules, right? Before we meet the doctor, we need to make appointment first. Okay? And the second, he has got to get a license first before driving off the road. Okay, in here we have has got to. Okay, you can see in here why we use has in here. Why we don't use have. Okay, for have to and have got to, we are focused on the subject. If the subject singular, for example like she, he, it, we must use has, not have, but has. But for the plural subject, for example like I, you, they, we need use have to and have got to. Okay. Next, the third example, you must go to the meeting on time. So it means I, as the speaker, I said to you, you must go to the meeting on time. Because if you late go to the meeting is not success, will not success, I mean. And also that can make the boss angry with you because you are late. And you can see in here, we have must. And also followed by verb 1 in here. And this one verb 1 and verb 1 in here. Because this is models. Okay, I think that's all the example of necessity. And in this section, I would like to ask you. Okay, now I would like to give you the differences. First, have to and has got to. Have to and have got to, they have same meaning. But usually we have to in the formal situation. And for have to, we can use in the present, past, and future. But for have got to, we only use in the informal situation. And for have got to, we only can use in the present. We can't use in the past or future. So that is different between them. And how about must in here? For must is used for expressing necessity felt by the speaker. So if we use must, is the necessity is based on the speaker. For example, like this one, the example. You must go to the meeting on time. So I, as the speaker, say to you, you must go to the meeting on time. So this is necessity based on the speaker. Okay, and what is different have to, have got to with must? Must is very stronger, but must is the necessity is depend on the speaker, but have to and have got to, this is depend on the rules that we have in the country. For example, like this one, if we want to meet the doctor, we need to make appointment, right? So this is the rules that we know in our country. And the next, we have got to get listen first before driving off the road. Yeah, this is our rules in our country. We can't drive a car or motorcycle without license first. Okay, everyone. Our next material is we are talking about advice. Okay, for the first time, I have explained it to you about advice. Advice is something like suggestion or recommendation that we give for someone. So it asks the guide for them, so they can do it or not. It's depend on them. We only give advice for them. Okay, this is I have a 1, 2, 3 example that express how to show advice, how to give advice for someone. Okay, I get one situation. So I have a friend. She is sick. Because of that, I can use 1, 2, 3 example to give her advice. Okay, for the first example, why don't you go to the doctor? So because my friend she is sick, so I give her advice. Why don't you go to the doctor? This is one example. And the second example, we can use let's in here. Let's go to the doctor. So I ask her because she is sick, because I have asked her to go to the doctor. So this is advice. And for the third example, if I were you, I would go to the doctor. So I use the explanation. For example, I in the same situation with her, same like her. So I would go to the doctor. So in advice, we can use 3 of these to give advice for someone. But 3 of these, they have same meaning but different expression, different way to show the advice, but they have a same meaning. Okay, I think that's all about the material about necessity and advice. And don't forget, necessity and advice that different, right? In necessity, it's mean we wanna do something is not by the choice, but this is our necessity. We need to do it. And in necessity, we have 3 models that we can use: have to, have got to, and must. And the difference is, you don't forget, have to and have got to. We are talking about rule that we have in our country. And for must is stronger, but it depends on necessity felt by the speaker. And how about advice? Advice is something that we give for someone and they do it. Okay, everyone, in this section, this is a practice section. So I have a conversation. In this conversation, you need to practice with your peer. And in this section, it's not only practice, but you need to find which one a sentence in this conversation that express about necessity and advice. So, are you ready to practice together? Let's start. Hi, Donnie.
Hi, Dita. You look so sad. If something bad happened.
Yes, I feel disappointed with myself.
Why?
Here, look my examination research. Is it bad?
Don't worry, you can do well on the next examination.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
One thing that you must do is to study harder than you did before. I believe you can do that.
Really? Thank you. Donnie, where do you want to go?
I want to bring my sister to the doctor.
Okay, Donnie, you have to make an appointment first before you go to the doctor.
Oh yeah, I almost forget it. Thank you, Tina.
Anytime, Donnie. I hope your sister will get well soon. Okay, good job. You have done to practice this conversation well. Okay, next, I would like to ask you which one a sentence that giving expression about necessity and advice. Okay, everyone. In here, this is our first conversation. Based on this conversation, I would like to ask you, do you know which one a sentence that show the expression of necessity or advice. Okay, let's recheck it together. In here, we have Doni and Dina. Doni say, "You look so sad. Is something bad happen?" Okay, do you know what kind of sentence is it? Yes, this is a statement. Okay, the second, Dina say, "Yes, I feel disappointed with myself." And how about this one? Yes, this is also a sentence that show the statement. Okay, the third, why? Why is question? Yes, that we know, question. And Dina say, "Here, look, my examination research, is it bad?" And how about this one? Yes, this is also a statement. And Doni say, "Don't worry, you can do well on the next examination." How about this one? Yes, this one still a statement. Okay, next, Dina say, "I don't know, I'm not sure." And this is also a statement. And Doni say, "One thing that you must do is to study harder than you did before. I believe you can do that." How about this one? Do you know what this is express of necessity or advice? Yes, this is the expression of necessity. Because Doni say in here, say to Dina, "You must do is to study harder than you did before." We have must in here. Must is the modals that we have. And Dina say, "Really? Thank you." Okay, so in our first conversation, this is the expression of necessity. Okay, good job. Okay, everyone, this is our second conversation that you can see in here. We have Dina and Doni. Okay, first Dina. "Doni, where do you want to go?" How about this one? What kind of sentence is it? Yes, this is a question. Dina asks to Doni, "Where do you want to go?" Okay. The second, Doni say, "I want to bring my sister to the doctor." How about this one? Yes, this is a statement. And the third, Dina say, "Okay, Doni, you have to make an appointment before you go to the doctor." How about this one? You know, this is the expression of necessity or advice. Yes, this is the expression of necessity. Because you can see in here, we have to in here. Have to is our modals that we can use in necessity. And Doni say, "Oh yeah, I almost forget it. Thank you, Dina." And Dina say, "Anytime. I hope your sister will get well soon." Okay, good job. Okay, everyone. In here, this is our third conversation. In this conversation, we have Lucy and Adam. Okay, let's recheck it together. For the first, Lucy say, "You look upset, Adam. What's the matter?" Okay, in the sentence, this is a statement and question, right? Because Lucy asked Adam, like, "What's the matter?" Okay, next. The second, Adam say, "Nothing. I don't want to talk about it." So, in the second, this is a statement also. And the third, Lucy say, "Come on, what's up?" And for this is a statement and question because Lucy asks Adam, "What's up?" Okay. And the next, Adam say, "Well, I have just got this text message from a guy in my class. He wants me to take a photo of the maths exam paper tomorrow and then send it to him. So what should I do, Lucy?" And in Adam's statement, this is a statement and also question. And for Lucy, Lucy say, "Well, whatever you do, don't cheat. That's for sure. They can expel you for that." And Adam say, "Right." This is also a statement. And after that, Lucy say, "And why don't you tell your teacher?" And how about this one? A necessity or advice? Yes, this is a advice because in here we have "why don't you?" This is something that we can use to express advice. Okay, next. The Adam say, "What? Tell on him. I can't do that." And Lucy say, okay, but you should tell him what you think. And Adam say, are you sure? And Lucy say, yes, definitely, don't worry, I'm sure he'll understand. And Adam say, yes, you are right. Thanks, Lucy. Okay, for the third conversation, this is the expressing of the advice.
Okay everyone, in this section, please analyze and find out each of the question, which one is necessity and advice. And if you want to do this exercise, please pause this video. And after you're done, you can start to watch this video and we can check your exercise together.
Okay everyone, I think you have done. Let's recheck your work together.
Question number 1. You must go to the office at 2 p.m. to meet Mr. John. Okay, what do you think? What kind of sentence is it? This is necessity or advice? Yes, this is a necessity. Because you can see in here, in number 1, we have must go. Must is model that we can use in necessity. And the other reason is, for number 1, the speaker say to someone, her or him, need to go to the office at 2 p.m. to meet Mr. John. Question number 2. For question number 2, what do you think? This is a necessity or advice? Yes, the answer is necessity. Why? Because in number 2, we have to in here. Have to is model that we can use to show the necessity. And also, the other reason is that we know if we wanna eat in the restaurant, we need to pay the bill, right? So this is our rule. Because of that, this is a necessity. Question number 3. What do you think about this? This is necessity or advice? Yes, the answer is advice. Because you can see in number 3, if I wear you. This is usually way that we use to show advice for someone. Question number 4. What do you think about question number 4? This is necessity or advice? Yes, this is advice. Because it's number 4, we can see we have why don't.
This is a way that we can use to show advice.
Question number 5. What do you think about question number 5? This is advice or necessity? Yes, the question is advice. Why? Because in number 5, we can see we have let's go. Let's in here. Let's is a way that we can use to give advice for someone. Okay, for question number 1 and 2, this is a necessity. Why? Because in number 1, this is a necessity felt by the speaker. The speaker said to someone. And for number 2, this is a necessity based on the rule. Because if we wanna eat at the restaurant, we need to pay the bill, right? Okay, for number 3 and number 4 and number 5, this is a advice. This is the advice that we give for someone to solve their problem. Okay, I think that's all for exercise. I hope you can get a good result of this one. And thank you.
Okay everyone, I think that's all for our video today. Thank you for watching and I hope you can enjoy this video. And this video can help you to understand about our material today. We are talking about necessity and advice. Okay, for you everyone, don't forget to study more and practice to improve your skill and knowledge in English. Okay, I think that's all for me. Goodbye and see you.